Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another MIG project for the channel. This is a AEROFOAM MIG foam aircraft. We're going to be installing a turbine in this aircraft. It's going to be a good one. So hang tight and we'll open this box up and discuss what we're doing with this thing. All right guys, there's been lots of MIGs on the channel lately and this is another one for the same owner. So this little MIG comes from Global Jet Club. I'll throw a link down below to this aircraft on their website. You can obviously contact them if you have any questions, but that's where this aircraft kit came from. Now this particular aircraft is going to be, or at least it's supposed to be, the same silver scheme that we did on our large composite ARF MIG, and this is for the same owner. So let's open this thing up, check it out. I'm excited to see this thing. Should be a pipe inside, should be a fuel tank inside. We've already got the XICOY engine here for it. Let's take a look. All right, so here is the information on the side. We've got a MiG 17 turbine version, plug and play without turbine, silver color, and I believe there's supposed to be a tank in there as well too. So cool setup. And let's open her up. All right, so let's take a look at what comes in here. So this showed up about 2 weeks ago now, I think, maybe a week ago, and we were in the middle of building the Carfel 39, starting on the MIG, or starting on the F4s. Cool. So it's a nice setup. It's a box within a box, which is awesome. So here is the information on the aircraft. So that is good stuff. So let's pull this box out of the box and we will take a look at it. All right, so got the box out, we flipped it upside down, and so it's a styrofoam box inside of a cardboard box, which is nice to see. So undid the tape here, we'll flip this guy back over and see what's inside. All right, so we'll flip this guy over and slide the box off. Oh yeah, awesome. So the box arrived in pretty good condition, like the cardboard box. There was a couple little dents and dings in there, so I was okay, but I was a little bit concerned as we were opening this thing up. But it's encased in a bunch of foam, so really it's doing pretty good. So so far, I mean, we've only pulled the cover off, so we can't get too excited, but so far, better than I thought. All right, so let's open this guy up, slow and steady. I want to make sure that if we're going to reuse this box, we can put it back together. Kind of like what we did with the little A10 that we repainted. I just made sure I marked the box and everything so it could go back exactly how it came out. And this is very staticky. It's making my hair stand up. So I think we'll just keep those bags together like that. Oh yeah, those actually feel quite solid, more solid than I was expecting. You know, some of this foam aircraft is definitely impressive. I'm quite impressed with where our hobby is at now. If you think about the technology we have, the little turbines, good quality foam jets like this. You know, you've got a foam aircraft here with it's really cool. It's pretty cool stuff. What a great time to be in the hobby. Okay, so what I do in this case is just put some marks here. So go 1 to 1, 2 to 2. And that way, if we're reusing this box, it'll all go back together. So, and then we've got that thing in there. So we've got, oh yeah, a couple scale pieces here. The looks like the guns that go on the front of the fuselage. We've got the little rib things for the wings. A couple other pieces here, hardware package as well too. So a bunch of good scale pieces. We've got one of the horizontal stabs, the other horizontal stab. And we've got probably, I'm just guessing at this point, but probably the main wing tube. It's carbon as well. And this is most likely the rudder. Yep. Nice. So we'll take a closer look at all this stuff as well. This is way better than I was expecting. Okay, we've got an instruction manual and the main fuselage. Okay, so that's everything out of the box. We'll just pop this guy aside. Wow, nice finish. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so we've got a bit of a squisheroo happened on the back end here. We'll take a closer look at that, but all in all, quite impressive. All right, guys, let's pull these parts out and take a look at them one at a time. We'll start with the vertical because that is what we have in front of us. All right, the foam is definitely more dense than I was expecting. So it's, yeah, it's got some good characteristics to it there. It feels really good. It's actually quite impressive. So we've got, this is all, I'm assuming plastic, and we've got our leads marked here, so elevator and rudder. They're very clearly marked as well too, which is nice. That's awesome. And our elevator lines, one of them has a white dot on it, so I'm assuming that's the one that goes into one side. So pretty awesome. Rudder servo is already installed. So we've got the rudder servo installed, linkage is already, or the mounting point's already there. The linkage obviously needs to be installed. And the rudder is a top and bottom setup. On the big MIG that we built, it was just the bottom. The top was just scale, but really nice looking piece. Okay, so while we're on the tail section, we'll pop these elevators out. So they kind of have a unique shape to them. I guess they're probably fairly accurate, but they look good. Now, the one thing that I'm quite impressed with already is it looks like they've got Robart style hinges on there, which is great. Because on something like this, I would expect to see CA hinges or like a tape hinge, and this is awesome. It's nice to see that. That is lovely. So it looks like we've got a carbon rod going all the way through the leading edge here, and looks like we're multiple pieces just based on this piece getting glued in. So pretty cool. Very, very cool setup. Actually quite impressive. So that is left elevator, and right elevator is the same. Okay, so we'll just move our little pieces here aside and we'll take a look at the wings next. Okay, so this is the right wing. All right, so right wing, very nice. That's awesome. So putting on these scale details looks like it shouldn't be too bad. We've got grooves already located inside the wing, and there's a nice shape to this wing as well too. It's quite impressive. I'll hopefully be able to show you this on camera. But we've got some nice lines where it comes down and then the angle changes, which is very similar to the Carf one that we just did. Flaps here, now those are I'm not sure exactly how they're hinged, maybe a CA hinge. And then the ailerons are a pin hinge, like a Robart hinge. So that's good. I like it. The red, or the star has been painted over here, silver. So the star is there, but it looks like it's been painted over after the fact. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but there's the star right there. Maybe they put it on the wrong side, because I don't think there's supposed to be one on the underside. And then there's a couple scale details put in here, but all in all, nice looking wing. We've got a marker light on the side, and it looks like we've got nice looking landing gear. I'm not sure who the manufacturer is, but nice looking trailing link gear. And then there's the plug-in on the root of the wing. So we've got a plastic piece here, plastic piece there. Awesome. All right, so we're going to open up the left wing. So this is obviously a match to the other one, and everything looks good. You can see where they've done a little bit of filling on the dents and stuff, which is nice to see. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, and really nice, nice looking gear on this thing. Nice looking wheels. Yeah, it's very impressive stuff. So other wing is good. All right, and the last big piece here is the fuselage. And there we go. Alrighty, so we do have a little bit of damage on the tail end there. You can see where it's been kind of impacted and squished sideways, so that will need some TLC to make it pretty again. But fuselage itself looks, oh, they've even got doors, functional gear doors with servo. That's awesome. Very cool. And air brakes too. Wow, what a cool little plane. Holy. A lot more detail than I was expecting on this little thing. That is really slick. Gear doors on the front as well. Huh. That's pretty awesome. Very cool stuff. Okay, let's take a look inside the hatches here. We'll do both of these hatches here. This one has a little bit of fiberglass tape on it. I'm assuming that's just to help get the hatch up. All right, I don't want to force this thing, so we'll enlist Trusty's help. There we go. Yeah, she's a tight hatch, that's for sure. Okay, so let's take a look at that. What do we got there? Oh, isn't that cute? Wow. Is that ever cool? Just a tiny little guy. Huh. What a cool plane. I could see myself flying one of these things too. This is pretty neat. And we've got the tank in there as well. That is very cool. Look how little that thing is. Very nice. All right, and we'll pull off the hatch here. Again, I think this is fairly snug. Yeah, these hatches need a little bit of TLC. Okay, so there's the hatch itself, which is good. Now one of the plans is to do up a scale cockpit. Now we don't have access through the bottom unless we cut that open, but it looks like some of the cockpit has already been done, but we want to put a pilot in here as well. But all in all, nice setup. Now I'm not overly familiar with these planes, so this is going to be a learning experience for me as well. So we've got a few different things going on in here. What is this? So this has some Velcro on it. I'm assuming it was stuck somewhere or supposed to be stuck somewhere. So it looks like we've got some sort of control unit down there. This is a output. So this is a battery management system or something like that. This is the gear controller right here. Cool, cool. So we'll definitely have to do some research on that. And then of course we've got all of our leads here as well. They're all clearly marked. Air brake, all that kind of stuff. Very nice. Good job, guys. Yeah, all very clearly marked, which is good. So it looks like we're going to have one battery in here that powers everything is kind of the plan. And it also looks like there's a small UAT or bubble tank underneath here as well. So that is very cool. Very, very nice. So I could definitely see myself having one of these planes with a little X45. That's a pretty cool little setup. Very impressive. Honestly, foam stuff, this is really the first foam aircraft I've really been this close to and actually taken a look at, so very impressive. All right, so just some more of the details here. The finish on this aircraft is really nice. We've got all the servos mounted, air brakes back here. We've got the little exhaust pipe mounted there, which is really nice. The tail, of course, got a bit of damage, but we'll get that all fixed up. So pretty stinking cool little plane. All right, so let's put this thing together just temporarily, obviously, and we'll take a kind of a closer look at it all together, and then we will we'll do some final thoughts on this kit, and I'll tell you guys some of the plans we have for it. All right, and there she is, sort of assembled. We've just got the wings plugged in, the vertical stab plugged in. Didn't put the elevators on because I didn't want to open up the bag with the carbon rod that goes through, but looks awesome. Really impressive kit. Now we've got a lot of details and stuff to add to this thing. So just to give you an idea of some of the stuff we're working on with this MIG. So we're going to send the whole cockpit canopy assembly to Joe at RC 3D Custom Printing, the fellow that does all my 3D printing. And he's going to do up the rest of the cockpit. Now there's already a seat in there, a bit of a control panel, but Joe's going to add the pilot bus, a bunch of other details that he did on the previous MIG, the one that unfortunately went in. So we're also going to add a Unilite lighting kit with the afterburner in there. So we've got a few cool things to put in here. So this week is basically getting that cockpit sent off and then also doing some research and ordering and stuff like that. So we will have this little MIG coming up in the near future, but we have to get all of our parts in order first. So pretty cool plane, definitely intriguing for sure. I think it's pretty neat. It is, it really is. So, all right guys, and that is the unboxing of the AEROFOAM MiG 17 aircraft. Definitely a cool airplane. I think it's going to turn out to be a very nice flying aircraft. Just kind of feeling the weight here. And yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun aircraft with that XICOY X45. Should fly like a pussycat as well too. And I'm impressed with the details on the aircraft. And all in all, definitely gets a thumbs up. Obviously, we've got that tail to do a little bit of fixing on, but pretty cool little aircraft. So thanks guys for watching. And yes, there will be a couple videos coming up with the whole process of getting this thing ready to fly and adding our other details and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And also hit that subscribe button down below if you're not a subscriber. Good idea to hit the bell when you do hit that subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a new video. We do have a lot of giveaways coming up over the next couple months from different channel sponsors and stuff like that, so don't want to miss out. So thanks guys for watching, and we'll see ya in the next video.